And I don't know what happened. And now I ate these trash chips today that ruined my life. Tree ass chips. Pezzo? Don't ask me shit questions, Anastasia. Zazia. Piglet. Okay, stream. The best holy paladin in the entire game shows you how to play at the highest rating, what talents to go, what condies to use, and what sexy vixiones to prowl on, and what mobs to use to do the biggest damn judges. The Light Mice, the highest rated paladin in the entire game. 28-time rank 1. Finally goes Necrolord to show you how to play at the pinnacle and height of his power. The best paladin in game, the beam of light from Gandalf, has come back to you now to turn the tides of fate. Donate to the Maestro for all ye hold dear in this world. Okay, stream. Now pay attention closely. Even though the Maestro has the most trash gear in the entire game, he still plays at the highest rating, freest weons versus the worst players. But since I finally know what talents to run, because I finally have the 2-piece legendary, I can finally make a video about how to play Necrolord Pally, what talents to use, and what's the best spec to play. So, of C, let's start with Talents. So the talents you want to use are, of course, Bestow Faith. Nothing has changed since Legion. Every spell is the same. Blizzard is complete garbage and clueless and delusional and has the IQ of a guppy combined with a tadpole sperm. Okay? So, you're going to use Bestow Faith, obviously. You can pre-Bestow Faith yourself when you go into CC or your partners to heal you. The only time it's really bad is when you pre-Bestow Faith and you get Mind Games and then you get really finagled on. Sketchy, swindleless finaglers. But Bestow Faith is obviously the best. Then Saved by the Light. And then, of course, if you run double Beakion, you can get Saved by the Light on 2 Targiets at the same time. But, of course, you can just swap your Beakion and get the same thing. These two are completely useless and do absolutely nothing. The Maestro already has the biggest damn judge. I would never use that trash Talion. Judgment of the Light. I am the light. I am the light! Then you can obviously switch between these through Blinding Light. Blinding Light of 1,000 suns. If her ass is a shaking, she's a hot girl. Woo! Fist of Justice. Justice! That's to make your Hammer of Justice on a shorter CD, which is good with like comps that don't have a lot of stuns. Like if you're playing Mage Lock, you should be in prison. But if you're playing Mage Lock, then you want to play Fist of Justice because you already have Rep DR, because Rep DR is with Sheep and Blinding Light DR is with Fear from Warlock. So then you're gonna want to play Fist of Justice. If you're playing like with an S Priest, you're gonna be running Rep. If you're playing with a Feral Druid or a Rogue, then you could be running Blinding Light. Even though Feral Druid does have a clone and Rogue still has Blind, your Blinding Light would be used on like a separate setup to elongate the CC chain, so your trash mage who's backploading in the middle of the map can maybe land a sheep off if you give it 95 seconds in advance, but still probably not because he's bad. So depending on what comp you're running when you play these 3 different Talents. Then, of course, you can switch between, on this next tier, Unbreakable Spirit and Cavalier. Cavalier makes it so you have 2 Mice Sprints. Mice Sprint! I just ran around the world and back in 7 sexy vixens asses. I always run this because you're bad if you don't run it. And Unbreakable Spirit is for guppy Warlock players who stand behind pillars and backpedal and play on tree stumps and can't even chew gum and walk at the same time. So, Unbreakable Spirit makes it so your Divine Protection and Divine Shield are reduced by 30% health, so it's pretty good, but it's just for people who want to elongate the game and just be complete garbage. It's not for people who have any idea how to play any offense or do anything actually good. Rule of Law does absolutely nothing. It's completely useless. Don't even pay attention to that. And Cavalier always makes you be able to Mice Sprint, and especially since you have a talent in your condies that makes it so you can have a double Mice Sprint and elongates your Mice Sprint. The Light's Barding of Justice. Light's Justice! Makes your Divine Seed duration increase by 85%, and of course my Condis are awful. And I need to upgrade my Condis still, because I have no gear. But, so then it'll be even longer, and then you'll get a longer Mice Sprint, so then this will get even more effect. Then you go on to Divine Purpose. That's obviously the best one, especially the way things are played. Holy Avenger right now is terrible. It's too long of a cooldown, and you get nothing from it. And the way H-Pal is played, you just need the extra healing from Divine Purpose. And if you get an extra like Wog or something, you can just top your entire team. Especially when you're playing Necrolord, and it enhances your Lighted Dawns when you Wog at Lighted Dawns. After you throw your big damn ham at the Targiet. So if you throw your big damn ham at the Targiet, then you get increased Wog healing, and it puts your Lighted Dawn twice. So Divine Purpose is definitely the best one. Then you go on to these talents, and Awakening is the best one because it works with your Wog. And Lighted Dawn has a chance to give you Avenging Wrath for 10 seconds. And your Wiangs is the only time you actually have any healing. So, then you still do negative healing because even a Rogue is a better healer than an H-Pal. So, Awakening is definitely the best one. These two are completely useless. This one's okay. But your Wings is on such a long CD that 5 more seconds of Wings is just completely useless, pretty much. And it will be over. You won't even get one more Holy Shock. It's just completely useless because Holy Shock's on such a long cooldown, 7 seconds. You won't even get one more Holy Shock. It's completely useless. So you want that, definitely. And then you go on this tier, and then you can switch between Beacon of Faith and Glimmer of Light. Like, why don't they give you talents you can actually choose between? Like, all these are literally complete garbage. Like, give us some new challenge. It's literally been 12 expansions we've been using the same exact talents, you garbage company. Like, sell your company to the Musk Mice. And then Glimmer of Light. I always use Glimmer of Light, especially for things that purge you a lot, because then it gives you an extra purge protection and gives you an extra dam and healing. But all the other trash, dampening, garbage, 1300 CR Pallies always use Beacon of Faith every single game. I only use Beacon of Faith when I absolutely can't swap Beacon, when I don't have time to swap Beacon, because it gives you reduced healing. It gives you 20% reduced healing. So if you're healing a target that needs to be healed, and you have Beacon on another target, you're getting 20% reduced healing on the main. If you're healing, so let's say I need to heal my Targiet, but the other Targiet is dying too. It's going to receive 20% decreased healing. It's terrible. So the Maestro just swaps Beacon and uses Glimmer of Light sometimes, but unless I absolutely can't, like if I'm fighting Rogue Mage, then I usually use double Beacon because you don't have you can't afford to swap Beacon. You can't afford the global, and since Pallies are so terrible with globals, this expansion, like switching their globals on their auras or Aura Mastery, this is the most disgusting thing, that Aura Mastery. Aura Mastery is a global. This is the most useless spell that ever exists in all of life, except now for Necrolord it's so good, but it costs a global to even do it, and then it's like the most useless thing ever. So it's the worst thing in life that you have to use a global, and then so let's say you want to swap the concentration aura so that you can get your Aura Mastery from your concentration aura. You have to spend a whole global swapping the concentration aura, then press Aura Mastery. That's 2 globals before you even get the effect. But now Aura Mastery is actually good because it gives you, if you use the Conduit, the Enkindled Spirit, it gives you 50% one increased healing from your Light of Dawn. Obviously, it goes up depending on your Conduit item level. So then you get, so if you use Aura Mastery, you're actually going to get way more healing on your Light of Dawn. But your Light of Dawn healing is already so high from your, like, Conduits, from your, like, legendaries and mastery and stuff, you almost don't even need it. But the dam is so high that this can be used as like a wings, and then you can use your wogs and get big damn wogs, Word of Glories. So if you look in your talents, you're gonna, depending on what you're gonna want to fight, you're gonna obviously change out your talents. Can I get a single donation? I need to buy $70 worth of cheesecake fat today. You think it's gonna buy itself? I am a prince. So your talents are of course gonna change on what you're fighting. So let's say you're fighting, for example, let's see if you're fighting like Rogue Mage. If you're fighting Rogue Mage, you're going to want Blessed Hands, because it gives you 2 bops and 2 freeds, so you can free people out of Ice and OVS. Freed your rogue so he can get on the Target, because you know he's going to be absolutely delusional and clueless and backpedaling into a pillar and rubbing himself against some concrete in a tree bark in the forest, eating Exarbad's vegan cooking and dog food. So you're going to want more Blessed Hands. It gives you an extra charge of your Blessing of Protection and Blessing of Freedom. Freedom shall reign through these lands. You're going to want to use Divine Fave, because even though it's complete garbage, they keep nerfing Divine Fave when it's literally already complete garbage. This spell is literally complete garbage, and the only reason you would use it over Light's Grace for Rogue Mage, because you would never actually get a chance to use Light's Grace, because Light's Grace increases the healing done by your Flash Heal and Holy Light, and you will pretty much never get a chance to cast a Flash Heal or Holy Light, because they're going to be just dying in setups where you have to use instant cast healing or one of your cooldowns. So, like, you're going to want Divine Fade, because it's just that little bit that's going to be able to give you a 0.1 second or a 1 second heal, where you can get it's just really for your holy power. It's not even for the heal of the Divine Fade, because Divine Fave barely does nothing. Like, it's a really small heal. It does like half the healing of or like less than half the healing of a Wog, which is your instant cast healing, or like as much healing as like a Holy Shock. So even though Divine Fave does no healing, it's just for your holy power regeneration, so that you can get 3 stacks, so that you can Wog again. So that's why I use Divine Fave for something like Rogue Mage, and it's in a situation where you have to cast and you can't fake cast. Because you don't have time to fake cast. The problem is you just don't have time to fake cast, and like your spells are just so long. It's like you're a toad farming, goat herding shaman, a grimy shaman. So you don't even have time. Your casts are so long. This is disgusting cast time. How are you ever gonna fake cast that? You have to go for a fake cast with a flash of light. But the problem is your flash of light does so little healing. It does even if you fake the kicks, your guy will die anyway while you're healing them. So the only way you can heal as an H-Pal is by getting Wogs. So that's why you have to run that versus Rogue Mage. But if you're playing for something else, if you're playing versus like TSG, I would say Light's Grace is better. I would take out Divine Fave for Light's Grace, because you're going to be able to sit in the back lines and spam out Holy Lights to decrease the damage reduct that your mage takes or whatever you're playing with by 15%. So that would be better than Divine Fave, because Divine Fave doesn't heal for anything. So, and then you're going to take Darkness Before the Dawn. The darkest before the dawn. The never-ending! Our most beloved star, may you shine even in the darkest of places. So the Darkest Before the Dawn, of course, increases your Light of Dawn healing, and everything with Necrolord makes you want to play this, because you get all your healing from Wog and Light of Dawn. And whenever you're Wogging, you're getting Light of Dawns after you throw your Big Damn Ham. So how it works is you throw your Big Damn Vanquisher's Ham, Big Damn Ham, after you throw your Big Damn Judge, which does 750k more, because the Maestro kills people instantaneously with his Big Damn Judge. So you throw your Big Damn Ham, and it gives you your Word of Glory to trigger the next Light of Dawn for 25 increased effectiveness. So you're going to be pressing this, and then you're going to get 2 stacks just from one Big Damn Ham of this. So whenever you Wog, you're going to be getting a Light of Dawn with your Wog. So you're going to be getting a 12,000 heal combined with a Light of Dawn. That's 25% increased effectiveness. When you do your first Light of Dawn, it's going to be 100% increased healing. So right now, my Light of Dawn has 100% increased healing on top of the 25% increased effectiveness. And then on top of that, your first Wog that you do gives you a buff with your 2 set that makes your Wog do cast Word of Glory, causes your next Light of Dawn to heal 50% more and cast twice. So this happens every 30 seconds. So every time you Wog for the first time, you're going to get this buff. So if you go over here and then you Wog, you're going to get this buff you see right here. Light of Dawn will come. Dawn will come. That's legendary. 100% chance for Light of Dawn to trigger a second Light of Dawn. So now let's get 3 stacks here. And then if you pop Aura Mastery on top of this. So we get an Aura Mastery up here. We have Light of Dawn. We have this. Let's see how much this heals for. 41,000. It didn't even proc a Light of Dawn though, because it's like not in PvP or something. I don't know. It's actually so dumb. But it would heal for the 51% plus the 50% plus the 100% plus the 25% plus wings with 20% increased crit and healing. So it will do like 150k heal. And And then I forgot to press big damn hand. So if you press the big damn hand, and then you use it. And you can't even see it, it's actually so annoying. So that was a 23k heal non-crit, without wings. And then I gotta use another big damn hand. Let's see how much this... That was like 120k, I don't even know what that was. That was big damn. But that was without my Light of Dawn buff. So that's how you heal with Light of Dawn. So you always use WOG. You never press Light of Dawn. You always use WOG. So then look at the other talents. So the only other talent you would ever switch stuff out for is nothing. You'd only switch out Divine Fave for Light's Grace, unless you're fighting Destro Ellie. If you're fighting Destro Ellie, you can swap out Divine Fave for like Cleanse of the Weak, or Blessed Hands for like Cleanse of the Weak. Because you're not going to need double freedom really versus Ellie, because you can just dispel the Frost Shock, and you're going to be dispelling like Immolate plus Frost Shock, like making it so they don't do a lot of damn. So Cleanse of the Weak is going to be better because it dispels all the dots from people in your aura. And what I found is you don't even want, so if we go into Condis now, so that's all the talents. Now if we go into Condis, I think always running Devotion Aura is way better than running Concentration Aura. I think Concentration Aura now is complete garbage, especially even when, even with this pure Concentration Aura, I feel like it doesn't even work anymore. Like, I literally feel like it doesn't even work anymore. It's only for your allies, so it's not even for you. So, you just get full Fury. I think it's a complete waste of a talent. I should take it out. Next time I go to the place, they just make it so hard for you to do anything. Like, you have to go all the way back to the place to even change your talent. It's the most clueless, guppy IQ of a negative turtle. Like, it's actually unreal. A chubby, bottleneck beach turtle. Like, a hippo from the Cretaceous period could make better things than this. So, I would always run Devotion Aura, because it's just basically having 3% versatility on all your team. So the only time you want to swap the Concentration Aura is like when you're fighting an S-Priest to get the silence. But even then it's probably not even worth it. Barely worth it, maybe. Or you're fighting like a TSG just for the first 3 kicks. Or when, like, because a TSG has 3 kicks in really fast, like they'll have their kicks up within 15 seconds. But now since you're mage, if you're playing with a mage or a warlock, which you're probably going to be playing with as a pally, not that there's any mages who play the game anymore, that you're not going to even want to run Concentration Aura because your mage is going to be running the trinket that makes them immune to kicks anyways. So you don't even need that. So having 3% extra damage reduction is going to always be way better. And then I don't even have all my Condis, as you can see. Blizzard makes it so it's impossible to get levels. Blizzard makes it so it's impossible to get gear. Blizzard makes you have to buy $450,000 gold legendaries. Blizzard makes you have to farm 750,000 world quests before you can even try to get your first legendary. Blizzard is the most delusional peasants to ever exist in all of life. They're wretched, evil tarantulas. So, what you want to run with your Condis, even though I don't have my full Condis, obviously you're going to want to go into here and put the Light of Dawn one because it actually increases your Light of Dawn healing by using Aura Mastery. You're going to want to go into this because it gives you an Absorb when you hit 50% health. This makes it so your Word of Glory casts a shield on you whenever you do it on yourself for 25% of the thing. And since your Word of Glories are so big, they're going to give you huge Absorbs on yourself. That one doesn't matter. Focus Light of your Holy Shock healing increased by the critical strike effect by 8.5%. Obviously, whenever you crit, it's the best thing because you're going to do double the healing pretty much, and it's the best thing you could ever have. And I still run, for gear, I still run a lot of crit. I want to have a lot of crit. Like, if I use Holy Shock, I'm going to crit a lot because your Holy Shock automatically gives you 30% extra crit, plus I already have 20%, plus I don't even have full gear, so I'll probably have like 25% crit. And that means my Holy Shock will have like over a 60% chance to crit. And that's like a lot of healing. It's like almost WOG, kind of. Or like, if it crits, it does a lot of healing. So, And when your holy shock crits, it gives you, of course, your thing that your light's infusion of light, which reduces the cost of your next flash of light by 30% or causes the next holy light to generate 1 holy power. So if you do get to use holy light, it will give you 2 holy power. And if you do get to use flash of light, it will decrease the mana you use for it. It's pretty trash. Like, I don't know why they don't give fast gas black to H-Pals. It's actually the most delusional, sickening thing in life, and Blizzard should literally be in prison. But they made infusion of light terrible, but it's still something to outplay your opponents a little bit, like using being mana efficient or being able to use wogs and stuff. And then so you're gonna go into focus light, and then I'm gonna change out this for a different fine ass Condi. I'm gonna put Lice Barding in here for this fine ass Condi, and then I'll put Wretched Evil to fear the undead. There shall be no evil through my lands! I'm going to put Wretched Evil and this fine-ass Condi because I'm going to put another Potency Condi in here, and I'm going to put probably... Probably... No, I never use Light of the Martyr. I would probably have to put Resplendent Light. Even though it's not that good. Light of the Martyr might be better. Just if I absolutely have to use it. But Light of the Martyr is such a waste of mana. Actually, it's kind of a lot of healing now. They actually kind of made it a lot of healing now. Almost as much as Holy Shock. But this is completely useless unless you're playing with like a Boomy or something that can off-heal you. So maybe Resplendent Light or Untempered Dedication for extra Light of the Martyr healing. Then you're going to want to go into Undulating Manuviers, because if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a roly-poly tubba. It's better because you want to go into another fine-ass Condi, because there's not any good endurance ones, really. Except, I guess you could go into an endurance one, and use the Condensed Anima Spear, which could be semi-decel. Or the Golden Path of Light, standing in your cons down for max dam, heals you. For legendary! That could be legendary. I might actually go into over here. Because Wretched Evil is pretty good, though. I actually use Turn Evil a lot. And the range on Turn Evil is so bad. So that actually might help a lot. So it's just like little plays. But Pally in general is complete garbage. But if you look at what Pally's gear, Light of the Martyr is the most garbage, trash, 1300 CR thing you could ever use. I've never used it once. It's complete garbage. It wastes all your mana. And it's literally so terrible and gives you no holy power. You never want to use Light of the Martyr. It's complete garbage. And then you have to heal yourself afterwards. I need an enchant on my Cleoke. But I use a lot of crit, which other Pallies don't use because you get benefits from your mastery, obviously. But I rather have crit because when you crit, I have enough mastery, and when you crit, it's going to make your heals do double the healing. If you, let's say I had 5% more mastery, it's only going to make my healing done 5% more. If I crit, it's going to double my healing. And with my mastery, it's going to stack. So then I'm going to do insane healing. And big damn. So let's get all the stuff up and see how big of a wog I can do. So, we do a wog here. We got big damn judge up. We got that. We got aura mastery. This is unhealable. Big damn! Big damn! 20. Big damn! My first wog didn't crit, but it did like 20 something. Thou. Plus my wog. So that's 40k healing instantly. Big damn judge! Big damn. Big damn. Big damn. And that so completes the Maestro H-Pal guide. Oh, and depending on what trinkets you want to run, trinkettes. I still think BM is good, Batmast. But, you can also run... And the Maestro gets a donation by the Phoebe Air Monkey! Legendary! The $16.69. And you better believe I'm gonna 69 it up with a sexy Vixie up. If it's the last thing I ever do, and she's gonna shimmy all over me. Wow! Juicy Vixie up. Absolutely legendary. In the Phoebe Air Monkey, ye have been blessed with the light of 1,000 suns, and ye shall not fall. Ye shan't fall. I really need a $69 flat VBR monkey donation. That would be big, damn. Oh, the maestro drinks his brisk of light. I found this in a girl's ass once. That's nice. So for trinkets that you want to run, this trinket is pretty much complete garbage if you're not playing Rogue Mage. And since the maestro never gets to play Rogue Mage anymore or any fun things, this is probably better. Absorbing magic dam. But of course the maestro has no gear, so it's 1 out of 9. So it absorbs like 1 frostbolt. It's the most garbage thing in life. And then of course if you want to go destroy Peasant Diva, you run the absorb trinket. Drains up to 27,000 absorbs from all nearby players, so you can drain a warlock's absorb. But I would probably never run that either way, because Maestro hates swapping out his trinkets. And then otherwise you would just run regular trinket. Or you could potentially run Relent, but normally you wouldn't. But maybe versus like, if you're fighting like S-Priest Hunter, you could run Relent versus that, because they have so much little CC, it's just annoying. And then you have Human Trinket as a pally. So you could do that. And then, Phoebe Air Monkey, I need another donation, buddy. I just spent $70 on Cheesecake Fact. And then I also bought these disgusting communist cheese cubes that ended up being the most tumultuous, treacherous poison. So I need to go return them. They were $5. I need to go return them. This treachery, I believe. And that concludes the Maestro's heroic, unstoppable H-Pal guide. May you walk in the light, or may you falter and fall to your demise. The light shall guide thee to victory! Time to win. Alright, well, now it's time to go AFK for 4 hours because I have no games. Legendary. Cute. Will the Maestro ever get the donations he so deserves? Oh, the Phoebe Air Monkey really needs to give me a donation. I need a Chris Benji. That was a good H-Pal guide. Maestro, best H-Pal in the game. Well, the Maestro forgot to talk about Fleshy C, and how you can like pre-Fleshy C things, but you don't really need to do that. You know, really need to talk about that. Was it 9.2? Is this 9.2? I don't even know what patch it is. I'm gonna order some more food from the Cheesecake Fact though.